I'm not. I can't afford to not record.
Welcome to the BYOK Live, where we discuss the trending stories, strangest dilemmas, and real life topics. Okay now, lovelies, let's get into some things. Okay. It is April 12th, Wednesday, April 12th, and I am back. I missed you guys so much last week. Your girl got a lot going on. I'll be sure to write about it and talk about it and let you guys know what's going on. But right now, I'm happy to be on here. Not only am I on here, my lovely mother decided to co-host with me today, which I love. And it's very monumental because did you know that this was my anniversary month, BYOK's anniversary month?
I did not.
And what makes this so monumental is because you were the first person I interviewed on my podcast.
All right, I was.
Yes, so it's super cool that we're coming into the anniversary with my first interviewee, and actually technically the first person that ever knew me, my mommy. Hey, mama.
Hey,
how are you feeling today?
I am feeling great.
Good.
And honored to be on this monumental occasion. Thank you.
Awesome. So for those out there listening, or if you want to listen, you can listen to me on www.fluentradio.com, or you can just hop on to Facebook or YouTube. Just type in BYOK platform. You don't have to do the peers. It's just literally capital BYOK platform. If you want to watch the visual version, thank you so much, love. Thank you so much. Facebook just don't want me to know who people are. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So, are you ready to get into some things, Mom?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Well, now it's time to start BYOK 2 cents. Okay, Ma. So I like to start my show off with something, actually my nickname I have for you, which is Sunshine. I call her Sunshine because her smile just lights up a room. So I always call her my Sunshine. Oh, hey, Neosha. That's my sister. That's my adopted sister, you guys. Hi. She stole my mama at the Power Her Con.
Yes. How you doing?
Okay, so we're gonna get into you ready to get into Sunshine?
Let's go.
Okay.
Daydream. I fell asleep beneath the flowers.
Okay, Mom. So I just like to start on a positive note because my show be messy a little bit,
Okay.
and then I end it with encouragement.
Okay.
A little sandwich, right?
Okay.
So we're starting with something encouraging. I can't get enough of this baby. It's almost reminiscent of when DJ Khaled had his kid, and Derek was like, "Why are you so obsessed with the baby?" You're right. She's our mama. I'm just sharing her. Thank you, Miosha. Thank you. Thank you.
I ain't doing that.
So I can't get enough of this baby. Like, I can't. I feel like I should because he posts her all the time. But she just looks so cute and unbothered. And she's been my sunshine for like a month. She's so cute.
Adorable.
And he named her Love. Now, what makes this amazing to me is because P. Diddy is up in years, right? So when he had his other children, he was hustling, he was on the go, he was doing that. But now that he's older, he actually gets to have moments that he missed with his older children, with his younger children. So that's why it also gives me sunshine because she's always online. Like, and I'm just like, I don't know. She brings me
space now.
Yeah, I know people don't give him credit and whatever, but I like, this is the positive note. So this is what I love about that. And also, I'm all about the babies because one day this will be me, right? And so I always want to call her Rudy.
Me too.
But Keisha and I Pulliam, is it Pulliam or Pulliam?
Pulliam.
Okay, I've been saying it wrong for years. She has a baby boy. Now, you said she recently had a miscarriage, right?
Something like that. Don't quote me now. I believe something had happened, and she, I don't know, she didn't know she was going to be able to have kids or something. Don't quote me. And it's just so good to me to see her happy. She's so happy.
She is. Look at her.
Because she went through some things, and she's just happy.
That baby,
What are your
don't
symptoms?
make me find that baby on Instagram. I'm finna find baby love on Instagram. That's how I did the DJ Khaled son, and Derek was like, "Renita." I'm like, "But he's so cute." Okay, I'm done with the baby fever, but I don't know. It's like little chunky babies. They just make me smile.
Yeah.
It's the kittens and the babies for me on Instagram. Here is something that is encouraging. This says things Black women don't need to apologize for, which I think we are pretty apologetic of. Being open and honest about your struggles.
Yes.
Attending therapy support groups.
Check.
Being vocal about your needs.
Check.
Doing things that bring you peace and ease.
Yes. Check.
Setting and maintaining boundaries.
Check.
Why is that one so hard to do, though?
It's hard to do because you've been used to letting people do and act however way they did and do with you. And you say in your mind, I shouldn't let this happen. I shouldn't let this go. And then when you create the boundaries, they have a problem with it because they're so used to just having access to you, unlimited access to you. And when you say no, then now they're like, well, you never said no before.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So what's wrong with you? Why are you saying no now? Because I have boundaries now.
Because the no is now. It's current. It's current. I'm evolving to know.
Yes, I'm evolving to know.
And discussing your emotions and feelings.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, you're too emotional. You're too much.
Yeah.
You're this. How is a person too much or too little when we're supposed to be enough?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like if I'm enough for me, how am I too much for you? Why are we never enough for other people, and why are people never enough for us?
Because most times people don't realize that they are or not enough for themselves. They don't realize their contributions to others. They don't really get into their qualities of themselves. So if you're saying that you're not enough, then of course somebody else that has an opposite personality to you, they're going to be too much for you. They're going to be too much over the top. I would say that's the word. Usually, you over the top. No, this is me. I'm happy. Sorry you're going through something, but guess what? I go through things too. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have to wear it just because I'm going through it. You don't have to wear it.
Exactly. Miosha says it requires letting go, which is familiar. People will choose familiar first. Yes.
Exactly.
That and nostalgia gets you every time to me.
Yes.
Like I feel like once you let something go and something similar happen or a feeling come up, it's like, oh, I miss them, and then you totally forgot why you separated yourself from that in the first place.
Exactly.
And so nostalgia does have its place, but sometimes it can be so tricky.
It can.
Let a song come on or something.
It takes you back.
Yeah, where you don't need to go.
Exactly.
So that's why I love the song by Minnie Riperton, Back Down Memory Lane, because it's a clear depiction, like, save me from this memory, because I'm about to call this person I know I'm not supposed to be talking to.
But that's just your human impulse to do.
Exactly.
Because it's familiar to you. It's comfortable.
Right. She's definitely dropping them gems. I love it. So the other one is taking time off to rest, refocus, and realign yourself.
Yes, self-care.
Yes.
Self-care.
Because I feel like we talked about this last month about just being busy.
Yeah.
The difference between being busy and motion. And somehow being busy has been associated with, like, I don't know, success or
being busy.
Self-value.
Being busy and being productive are two different things. You could just be being busy and be unproductive.
Yeah.
And you could just be calm and be productive.
That's true. That's true. Just
because you're moving around doing a lot of things doesn't mean that it's productive or positive or any of that. You're just moving around, being busy.
Just making noise.
Just making noise.
What the Bible say, sounding brass.
Yeah, sounding brass and tingling.
Memories are not the truth, and they will get you every time because your mind is selective of what it remembers, right? It wants to remember the good things because the bad things is suppressing because it doesn't feel comfortable. That's that fight or flight type situation. Yes. So of course it's not going to bring up the arguments, the disagree, like the toxic. Yeah. It's not going to bring that up. It refuses. Leaving toxic relationships and situations.
Yes, check.
Things that are out of your control.
Oh, that's a good one. Because we like to be in control a lot of times. That when you're so in control, then that's usually when you're out of control.
Memories depend on perspective. Yes, they do.
Yes,
I
they
love
do.
that. I don't even have anything to say. That's perfect.
Speaks for itself.
Yeah, that's perfect. I love that. Introspect. That's I'm a save that in my memory bank right there.
And then remind me.
Showing up authentically with no filters. Now, this is a tricky one for me because we talk about being real, being transparent, being authentic. But do you in your lifetime felt like you were being the authentic person that you thought people wanted you to be or to be accepted? So it's not really authentic, but in your head, you're like, I'm molding into this person to be seen or to be accepted.
Yes, that was me when I was a people pleaser. I am a recovering people pleaser. When you are a people pleaser, you can be like an actress on the screen. You know, you perform how people you think people perceive you to be. So, and it's kind of like being fake in a sense,
right?
Because you're not being your authentic. Say the word. Authentic self. You're being what you want people to think that you are, and that takes a lot of work. And now that I'm a recovering people pleaser, I mean, it's just so wow, it's just so light now. I don't have to think about how I'm going to act, what I'm going to say, what I'm going to do, because I haven't rehearsed anything. What you see is what you get now.
And you know what? It's freeing. I sleep better at night because I don't have to keep up with that narrative.
No.
You know, I don't have to keep up with the persona. So if they see me, I have to be a certain way.
Right. Look a certain way.
If I'm having a bad day, you're going to see that bad day.
Yeah, I'll show you my bad day. You know?
And that's what unapologetically mean. Like, someone went back and forth with me about that unapologetically. Like, you mean you're just going around and just doing stuff to people and don't care? That's not what that means. That means I don't owe you nothing, especially an apology for being who I am.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
exactly.
Yeah.
Be your own kind.
Love it. Love it. Yeah, I put down here, you can't see because of the banner, but I cut it off. You deserve the space to just be.
Just be.
To just be.
Just be. I've learned that in therapy. Just be. You have the right to just be. You don't always have to be on 10. You don't always have to be on call.
I love that.
You know, and being a people pleaser, a recovering people pleaser, now I understand that. I'm not on call. If I don't want to answer my phone, I don't want to answer my phone. If I don't want to talk, I don't want to have to talk. If I just want to be to myself, by myself, then it's okay. Because I'm not anybody else's opinion anymore, and I don't need that validation.
I love that.
I'm self-validated now. You know what I'm saying? You know, if God not coming down and saying, no, that's not good, then who is another human to do that to you, to put you in that box? When you're a people pleaser, you're in a box.
That's true.
Because you have to perform the way you know, you're robotic. You're robotic.
Yeah.
You're robotic.
And even God don't require
And God doesn't
that.
do. He gives us why we have free will.
Right. He gives us free will, but people don't. I find that interesting.
People don't.
Yet we spend our lives trying to please someone that have expectations versus God who just loves us for.
Exactly.
Isn't that
yeah, that's
conundrum? Yeah. Okay, so I'm a control freak. You not by yourself, love. You are not by yourself.
I'm a recovered control freak too.
I'm recovering.
I'm recovering. I have not recovered.
Imposter syndrome is so tricky to me. So tricky to me because you can actually be in your season of success and feel unworthy of it. It's so tricky. And if you let it take over, self-sabotage can happen. And self-sabotage can sometimes be so subtle.
Yes. Yes, because you're afraid. Most of us are afraid of succeeding. And we don't understand that failing is a step to succeed. If you never fail at anything, then how would you know the difference when you succeed? How would you know the difference? You have to fail. There are steps to success. You're just not, an overnight sensation. You're not. No, success is hard work. Success is uncomfortable. Success is all of that. It's not just to get there. No, you go through a lot of things. You go through tears. You go through stress. You go through doubting, self-doubt, all of these things lead to success. It's not, and fear is the biggest block that I think we do, because then that goes back to what are people going to say and what people are going to think. No, this is my success. So long as God is pleased and I'm happy about it, then other people's validation is no longer warranted. It's not warranted.
I love that. And just Cynthia, hey lady,
Hey,
she calls it the chameleon effect. Right. I'm just gonna blend in. I'm gonna blend in because I'm afraid to break out and be different.
Yes.
Dare
to be different.
Yes. You getting all the praise. You said it, Mom.
Be your own.
You don't have to be on 10 or on. I love that. Yes. I love that. She said, ouch.
You don't have to be on 10 all the time. Just be.
Yes. I love the sunshine. We have one more. This is actually going with our theme for this month, which is taking a leap. So this says, courtesy of World Magazine, when you go for something, don't come back until you get it.
Yes. I love that.
Yes. Don't stop. Just keep going. It's not easy, but once you take that leap,
just keep going.
Just keep going. I almost feel like just allow the fall, because God got you. Just enjoy the
faith. That's when your faith comes into play.
Yeah, because He gonna catch you.
Right. You don't see this now. You don't leap. And it's like leaping off of a bridge or a mountain. You're like, oh my God. But then in this case, God has you. He's going to catch you. You don't even know what point of the leap He's going to catch you. You just know you're going to get caught.
Exactly. You're gonna get caught. If you never, you got all the quotes today. If you never fail, how will you recognize success? I love it, my mama. All right, sis, you're right. Mama's getting it. Some folks will never return then.
Oh my
That's a good one. They're just gonna be
all the way to the bottom.
Right. So let's get into a commercial break. We'll be right back with our partner. Let me take this out. Our partner, Miss Michi. We will be right back.
Y'all, it's your girl, Miss Michi, checking in with my girl, Renita from Be Your Own Kind. You know that's my sis. Make sure that you tune in every Thursday to the Blueprint Live at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, live on Facebook and YouTube. And then you can catch me on Fluent Radio, Philly Jams 95.3, Indie 101.5, and Mixed Talk Media. And I'm available anywhere that you listen to podcasts, okay, and your radio shows. So get on it, okay? Let's do this. I love to connect with you and promote what you got going on. Let's get it. If you or someone you know would like to be a guest on the Blueprint Live, visit thebpmediaco.com today.
I love it. Make sure you follow her on IG at Miss Michi. Or email her at contact@missmichi.com if you want to use any of her services. She does both voiceovers, commercials, as you see. She does it all. Also, catch her show, The Blueprint Media Live, every Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Central Time on Facebook and on YouTube. Yes, which is also on those the IG handles.
Okay.
So you ready for the next? Okay, now it's not going to be so positive, but it's going to be funny. It's going to be funny.
Okay.
So we end with introspection, but now we're finna get funny.
Okay.
So the next segment is Keyword Read. Okay, so now that we talked about some of the positive things going on or affirmations, we're going to get into some weird things that's happening in the world. Now, this is funny to me. It's not actually weird, but do you remember the Freaknik?
Yeah, I was told about it. I was too young to be a part of it.
You was too young to go to the Freaknik? Oh, you're joking. I'm sorry. I'm like, what? I think I was too young to go to the Freaknik.
Gotcha. She was like, wait a minute.
Yes, I wish she would do makeup tutorials. She should really do a class. I'm gonna let her know about that to Cynthia. Yes, her makeup is always on point. So this right here is what I'm calling the Freaknik Auntie, because she was one of the ones really was captured on film. So here's the thing, you know Jermaine Dupri, right?
Yes.
So he's in the middle of, I guess, a documentary. He's in the middle of working on a documentary for Freaknik to put it on Hulu. And so one of the Freaknik Aunties had something to say, You want to hear what she got to say?
I gotta hear what she got to say.
let me refresh it and
y'all, I don't know. We might be in trouble. Did y'all see Hulu is about to release a documentary about 94 Freaknik? Yes. 1994 Freaknik. Yes. They are about to release a documentary. So I'm just now I've been to several Freakniks. 94 was one that I attended. So I'm just praying that Jesus be a fence. I'm praying that Jesus just be a big, tall privacy fence. That's my prayer. This Easter, this Good Friday. That's my prayer. So I will say this though. Like when they would bring out those video cameras and start recording, I immediately removed myself from the that situation. I never ever was okay with being recorded out there. So hopefully.
Okay, so she's hoping that she wasn't captured on camera. That's kind of what I got from that, right?
That's exactly. Please, Lord Jesus, cover me in your blood, Lord. Hallelujah, Jesus.
No comments. Oh, we got no comments. And she said, if I see Mama a Freaknik documentary, Lord, Mama, you ain't on that. Did you go? Did you go there, Letta?
No, I didn't go.
You start sounding too short.
I tell the truth. This is my disclosure. I was not there. So I'm not worried about Jesus ain't got to cover me with that one. I wasn't there. Now, you talking about Boosie Collins and the mothership landing in Soldier Field. Lord Jesus, cover me. I was there on camera. Please don't let them do a documentary. And don't judge what you may see. Don't judge me.
Oh no, cousin says she don't remember video camera.
Oh God.
Biting nail. Yeah, she's stuttering for real. I'm finna watch this documentary for real. Because they caught Kanye West on there. I don't know if y'all saw Kanye West was on one of the videos.
I wasn't there.
I thought this was funny though, because they said Generation X, thank God we used to do all our dirt before social media and digital cameras.
Thank you, Jesus.
Couldn't be us. And then it says Hulu making a Freaknik 94 documentary.
I mean, they ain't got none of I wasn't there. I'm just saying.
You sure you weren't there?
I'm positive.
Oh,
I'm worried about Chicago Soldier Field back in the day.
I'm sad.
I'm scared of that
you
now.
hope nobody come out with a documentary.
Yeah, or the Rick James concerts or any of that. I was in all of those, so I'm just hoping no one goes back. It's certain things now. I'm like the auntie. Please, Lord.
She like, please, Lord.
Put a fence up, Jesus.
Right. So this is a pretty old post because it's talking about Women's History Month, which was last month. Yeah. But I don't even know if this is a keyword read, but I was kind of irritated because I never really knew who sung that Everybody Dance Now. So her name, and I might just be, late to the game, but her name was Martha Wash. So she says, although her face card never declined and matched her talent, the music industry wasn't ready to put the overweight songstress in the limelight. Full body squalors only had a place in the church, and God forbid they were anything other than pious holy rollers, and Mother was big and sexy. I love that. And Lizzo has problems with that, but what I love about her is she does not care.
I love her.
She does not care.
She does not care.
Just Cynthia said, I say let their past be in the past, but if they're going to condemn the females, they also need to talk. Yes, that was another thing where someone was saying how you gonna, just like you gonna see your Auntie Freaknik, you gonna see Uncle Freaknik,
right?
too,
and they be freaking.
Who was a predator? They was like, okay, so then you gonna see your uncle that was a possible, They went in on Twitter about it. So this was a little interview that she did on Arsenio Hall. Remember Arsenio Hall?
Oh yeah, now I remember. I do remember that.
Now you conveniently remember.
That's true. There is some segment of the public that don't care, and that's fine. That's their opinion. I love them regardless, whatever. That's fine. But then you have another segment of the public that's saying, we're not going for it.
And you're suing them right now, right?
RCA, as far as the black box thing has been concerned.
Oh yeah, that's settled. But there's another. Oh yeah, because there's that CNC Music Factory video, and you're not in that video either.
No.
But that part that we really know. Yeah. Would you just say everybody sing that part so they'll know? If you can hit that note.
Everybody dance now. You know how clear that is? Do you hear how clear that powerhouse, and they wouldn't put her
girl.
in the video because of how she looked.
But she had that voice.
Did you hear that? That sounds just like the recording.
Yes.
Just like the recording.
That was my jam,
powerhouse.
too.
So I thought that was a key with Ree, because I'm like,
Yes.
how dare you?
Yeah.
How dare you?
Well, you know, being big wasn't a thing. Now everybody's getting surgery to enhance.
Yeah, but enhance in certain areas. Like people like Lizzo. Even the model Ashley Graham, who I don't even think is, I think she's like a size 14, which is still technically plus size. They give her a lot of flack too. Like, if you're not whatever you're supposed to be, somebody always has something to say. Like, my biggest pet peeve with the Lizzo thing is she's promoting obesity. I'm like, she couldn't be promoting like self-love. She got to be promoting obesity.
Because she's a beautiful woman.
Or is it a threat that a plus size woman is okay with being a plus size woman?
Got to be okay. You gotta be comfortable with your size.
Exactly. So this is the last keyword, Ree. I don't know how to swim, but this is for the parents out here. I thought it was kind of interesting. Basically, the children's swim instructor said, don't be putting your kids in blue bathing suits, and she wanted to show us why. So let's get into
This is not a bathing suit that my daughter wears on a regular basis. I bought it on clearance specifically for this example for parents who wanted to learn. Just before you guys come for me, that's what I'm saying. Okay, let's go. This is why you do not put your children in blue bathing suits. Look how difficult it is to see her under the water. And this is in calm water. This is not with a whole bunch of other kids playing and splashing around and having a good time. Even look in the sunlight. Look how difficult it is to see her with that bathing suit on, because it's the same color as our environment. So do not buy blue bathing suit, guys. Don't buy blue bathing suits.
Duly noted.
That was insightful.
It was.
That was insightful because you can't see that kid at all. Why do they make blue bathing suits?
I don't know. Well, my grands will never be in a blue bathing suit.
Oh, Lord, not the babies.
Not many babies, no.
Anytime a person is confident with themselves, they see it as a threat, baby. But exactly. Like, so on one hand, you have social media saying, be confident, be good in yourself. And then on the other hand, it's like, no, wait. There's levels to this confidence. No.
Yeah, because however God made you, you're that way for a person. Just like all these beautiful women that are getting facial surgery, it's like they're taken away from their natural beauty. You know, like we don't wear makeup, most of the women in my family, you know, lipstick, you know, little stuff like that. But my mom didn't do all that. She put on foundation and a little powder on her face, and that was it. I used to try to wear mascara. My ass used to break out and stuff. I'm like, this ain't for me. So it's like he made you, you know, the way he made you. You know, like I have crooked feet. Did I ever get them straightened? No, and I'm not going to do it now because they might mess me up and I can't walk. So it's just like I get my no chip on my toes and put on my sandals and go for it. You know, why you looking that close at my feet anyway? I mean,
man, your business.
They're my crooked feet, and I love them, and I can walk.
I love watch out for the big girls. Yeah, because we coming.
We coming for y'all.
Like we coming and they, look, we somebody's cup of tea, whether they want to admit it or not.
That's right.
And so Cynthia says they say no blue, turquoise, or gray in the water. That makes
sense because the gray will blend too. Shallow be drowning, nobody wouldn't even see him.
I know. Don't get those colors, y'all.
No.
All right, so we're gonna get into our next segment, but before that, another commercial. We'll be right back.
Again. This year, we are going to be partnering with Dr. Keisha Roberts-Tabb for our fundraising efforts, in which proceeds of the event will be donated.
The members only car club. Where my members only car club members at? Show some love right now. That's what it's all about, guys.
Hey guys, this is Lady Fluent here, and I wanted to remind you all to save the date for Saturday, August the 12th, 2023, where we will be hosting and broadcasting live from our third annual car show featuring the Members Only Car Club that will be held in Crestwood, Illinois. The event will take place in the parking lot of At the Office Bar and Grill on Calsac Road, just west of Cicero Avenue. Registration will begin at 9 to 12 p.m. and will be $20 for motorcycles and $25 per car. This event is free for spectators and will have 10 categories, including 2 Best of Show awards, Best Club Participation, and the Kids' Choice Award. And yes, we will also be hosting our fundraiser again. This year, we are going to be partnering with Dr. Keisha Roberts-Tabb for our fundraising efforts, in which proceeds of the event will be donated to the RTA group for the 2024 Girls Night Out Rally in support of human trafficking awareness. The RTA group is dedicated to bringing awareness to human trafficking through training, evaluation, coaching, and counseling to ensure that vulnerable populations are afforded the best care and treatment possible without violating their dignity and safety. Fluent Radio is proud to become sponsors of the 2024 Girls Night Out Rally, which will take place on January 12, 2024. For more information on the RTA group, human and sex trafficking, or Dr. Keisha Roberts-Tabb, please visit www.drkeisharobertstabb.com. So drop on by Saturday, August the 12th. Enjoy yourself and tell a friend. Contact us via email for any additional questions at pr.fluentradio889@gmail.com or online at www.fluentradio.com. Hope to see you there. Bye-bye.
It's the little car for me.
Yeah, that was too cute.
So save the date for August 12th. August 12th.
We're going.
Yes, I will definitely be there. For details, go to www.fluentradio.com. How are my Fluent Radio listeners doing? Yes, are you enjoying the show? Hopefully you are enjoying the show. Cynthia, yes, I hope to see you there. Let's go together.
Yeah, let's go.
Yes, let's go. Right. So now we're going to get into, I guess it's more serious. I don't know. But our next segment is What's the 411?
I gotta go and
You having a good time?
I'm having a ball.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
So, so traffic, as me being back here in Chicago part-time, I forgot about traffic in Chicago. It's a lot. It like in Lafayette, it's 7 minutes to get places, and now it's like forever to get everywhere to me now. So I'm trying to get a little used to it, but unfortunately, I don't know what's going on. Oh, let me put the time
about what I want to do, and if it is or isn't.
This
in
is
the
not what
court's
it's supposed to be.
plans.
So the whole point is NASCAR is coming to Chicago, and so traffic is going to be terrible. They're going to be here for 6 weeks. And so make sure that you have your special routes, because it is going to, traffic is going to be even worse. So I wanted to do this to just give you guys a heads up. Those people that go downtown, north side, whatever, find your routes, because for 6 weeks they're going to be here. And the streets are not going to be the same.
That'd be crazy.
Yes. I don't know what happened to that video. Okay, Mom, did you hear what happened with the Dalai Lama?
No, let's go. I did.
This is disturbing, but I wanted to talk about it because why? He literally, okay, I'm going to have you watch it since you didn't see it. So let me refresh it and have you watch it, and then you can see what happened.
The Lama's office says His Holiness, quote, regrets the incident.
And what we can see in the video is the boy going up to the Dalai Lama and asking for a hug. The Dalai Lama then calls him on stage, invites him on stage, and also asks him to give him a kiss on the cheek along with that hug, and the boy obliges. Moments later, you see the Dalai Lama then asking him to kiss him on his mouth, and then he brings in the boy's chin, and he kisses the boy on the mouth. Now, this is disturbing enough. And then seconds later, the Dalai Lama asks the boy to actually go ahead and also suck his tongue. This is extremely disturbing for people across social media.
The Dalai Lama's office.
Yeah. How do you feel about that, Mom?
I don't really know. That's
exactly how I
disturbing.
feel. It's very disturbing. There's a video out. There's the depiction right there with the tongue.
That's disturbing.
Right.
Because with him, everybody looks at his predictions and all that, and this is disturbing.
But then he has an apology. It gets worse. They say a video clip has been circulating that shows a recent meeting when a young boy asked His Holiness, the Dalai Lama, if he could give him a hug. His Holiness wished to apologize to the boy and his family, as well as his many friends across the world, for the hurt his words may have caused. His holiness often teases people he meets in an innocent and playful way, even in public and before cameras. He regrets the incident.
I'm gonna hold my comment.
Oh my!
That's the apology was almost
worse than the action, right?
Like you now you like, yeah, I did it, but this is why.
I was joking.
I was just joking. Don't pay that any mind. That's very disturbing, you guys.
Yeah, and Cynthia says there's no need to apologize when it shouldn't have been done. Exactly.
That's why. That's what makes the apology worse than the action.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's disturbing. That's my word for that. Disturbing. That's the only word comes to mind.
Right. If you've done it once, you've done it before.
Yes.
This time you just got caught. And they get away with it because they're like the holiness. Like almost God. He ain't holy. Yes. And you know what? This is the subject that I have. Like, we hear about this also in other churches where the leaders are abstaining forever. You know, is that fair? Because that's a natural.
It's a human instinct.
Yes, it's a human instinct. So do you think some of this stuff happened because they don't have the liberty to get it on?
It could be because, I mean, you have, it's just it's a human emotion, urge to feel like, you know, to mate, just like the animal. Now, the reason for that is for procreation. I mean, it's, you know, other reasons, but I'm just saying that's the main reason. But just even the animals mate, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
But
I don't know why that happens, but then when these other things happen, it's like, oh, whoa, but then the natural things aren't really happening. So maybe that's why you're getting these whoa type of things happening, because you're not able to just be human and go through human actions that humans do. I'm trying to say this very tactfully.
That's very tactful. I love the way you're saying that. You know, but also if the thing is, the fact that he feels comfortable doing this in public and then giving like a half apology about it means that at this point you're untouchable and you're godlike. Yeah. Like, he was just joking.
That's not cool.
That's not a joke. That's not a joke.
It's disturbing.
And a lot of people are disturbed. Cardi B was disturbed and everybody was getting on. I didn't get into it, but Cardi B had mentioned how she felt about it. And people were like, well, you drugged and robbed men. And she's like, what does that have to do with right now? But she had made a point, like, you really have to protect your kids. You really
have to protect your kids, you guys.
Right. And it's unfortunate because he can apologize and be forgiven. I mean, I'm not saying she was right for robbing the man. I'm just saying.
Oh, no, I know.
To her point, y'all missed the point that she was trying to make about that.
Right.
She has said she felt bad about that, but of course, people don't let you off the hook.
Right.
It's unfortunate because he can apologize and be forgiven, but anyone else does it and they are punished to reassign. Let that happen in the Baptist church.
Girl, we won't even talk about
Let
that.
a world leader do that. Let that, because even in I'm not even.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Put him.
Just.
I don't want YouTube to cut me off. They be listening.
Let's just leave that alone.
Put him in jail or free R. Kelly and stop demonizing Michael Jackson. I mean, let's pick and choose. Right. It's the pick and choose for me.
Here's the thing, you guys. This is my bottom line. Right is right, and wrong is wrong. Period.
It don't matter who you are.
It don't matter who you are. Right is right, and wrong is wrong. It's just that simple.
But it's not like that in media. It depends on who you are. Like, I feel like if anybody else would have slapped Chris Rock, he would have been totally canceled. But because it was Will Smith,
right is right
and wrong is wrong. Even though I love Uncle Will. I mean, Uncle Will. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
You want to go to the next subject? You want to keep talking about this?
Let's go.
I'm like, I'll give you a way.
I'm so scared.
I'll give you a way to escape. But I
don't want to say the wrong thing.
I could not talk about Mom. Okay, I've been obsessed with this Xscape and SWV show.
Oh God,
it's all I've been talking about, right? And so it finally ended. Okay. So this will be my last time talking about it unless they keep going with it. Okay. So basically, let me catch you up. They were supposed to do a show with SWV, like Xscape and SWV were supposed to do a show together. Okay. But come to find out, the sisters in Xscape, one stole $30,000. Her husband was taking kickbacks from the promoters. The SWV and Xscape was like arguing about who's going to headline. They ended up co-headlining, but it was still nuts. Latasha acted like she had no idea what was going on. Then she said, so then her sister comes, which her name is Tamika, comes with receipts saying, you could see how her husband endorsed her royalty checks and put it in their account. So she showed the receipts. And then Latasha comes and cry, about that. And then she was like, I'm in an open marriage because all her husband mistresses was coming out. Now, mind you, she got a gospel deal, the one that's doing all the stealing. And it came out on Good Friday.
Oh my God.
So she came out and she cried and she was like, I have an open marriage, Now she's saying, which we'll get into in a minute, is not that. So it's a lot. It's a lot.
That was a lot that you just told me.
Yeah, so before we get into that, I just wanted to hear this because this is circulating. But exactly. Keep that same energy with crime. No, exactly.
Right.
I love that. No cherry picking. I love that. I love that.
Right is right and wrong is wrong.
Right, but they say it's black and white, but it's not. It's pretty colorful.
It's right or it's wrong.
But in actuality, it's colorful.
It's colorful.
Yeah.
I mean, you got everything on any color, You got right over here, you got wrong over here. You got right, it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Black, white, Chinese, or otherwise. I mean, right is right and wrong is wrong.
Exactly. So I just wanted to do a snippet because I don't want them to copyright me. But this sounded so good. And you know SWV.
Right, I know both of them.
Okay.
It's so weak, blood starts racing through my veins. I get so boy, it's something beautiful. I can't explain.
Oh my God.
I get something about the way you do, the things you do.
Okay.
Yes.
Why I wanted to highlight that is because at the end of the show, they got a plaque for going triple platinum just on, it was other songs, but this song went triple platinum.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's over 3 or 300? I don't know. People still listening to it. It's still a very high, because Xscape ended kind of messy, but then at the end they were showing all their plaques for SWV. So even though SWV doesn't have all the followership, they was arguing about that too.
Okay.
Xscape. They still have the fan base and people are still even if they don't follow them on Instagram or social media, people know Weak. Everybody know that song.
Right.
How many people did you hear sing that in the talent show at school? Like, everybody knows that song.
Because I'm going to listen to it on Pandora when we get off there.
So congratulations to them. In the grand scheme of things, it's preferential, unfortunately. Yes, it is. It is no real justice to me. And I can have a whole episode about that. The injustice of just injustice on top of injustice. It aggravates me.
Yeah.
I love that song. Don't ask me to sing it though. It may sound like
please don't ask me to sing it.
Okay, Cynthia. Okay, there is a thing that was circulating saying that Candy can't sing. I think she got a tone. I think she can hit a note. She can really hit that high note if anything. Do you not? A lot of people say she sings nasally. It's a little nasally, but she talks nasally. So that would make like she sing like she talks. So I don't know. I think she got talent.
It's just nasal. I mean, it's going to come
but
out.
She can hit a note. She got a vibe.
I mean, she sings the way she talks. I mean, that's not going to go away just because she's singing.
What you think about that, y'all? How do y'all feel about Candy vocals? And so you know how I mentioned how Latasha said that she was in an open marriage. So she goes on, I don't know where she was. Oh, Bravo, with Andy Cohen. I don't know what his name is. His name is Andy. It doesn't matter. Here we go. So this is what she had to say. She backtracked.
Want to clear something up before I get into some other stuff that I want you to clear up. Okay. You said on Instagram Live recently, and it got so blown out of proportion that you have an open marriage. What you meant was, we
communicate. We have open communication.
No,
we keep things private. Yeah,
and it got blown up to say
he doesn't have it that good. No.
Okay. I just wanted to clear that up because I heard that and I was like, yeah.
I was emotional that day, but
yes.
He doesn't have like that.
Yeah, I know you were emotional. You guys with the Instagram Lives back and forth. Tasha, I want to clear something up before I get into.
Okay, what do y'all think about that?
No, I think the open was the first open, not the second open.
You want to talent show for lip syncing week? Oh my God, you was probably getting it too.
Who?
I can imagine her getting it too.
Yeah.
I want to see that performance. I want to see that. Yes. It's situational.
It's situational. What is
so, Mom? Because you missed what she said. This is what she
And
said. This is
do
what I
we have
want to
problems?
see how she meant to say open marriage.
Okay.
So here we go.
I'm just going off.
I know you didn't see it, so I'm showing
And
you.
do we have problems? Are we perfect? No, we're not. Is he perfect? No, he's not. Am I perfect? I'm not perfect. I'm very much aware of the allegations that are happening about him. I see everything. As a wife, you see everything. But with our relationship, some people keep the fact that they have an open relationship quiet. They want to keep it private. But we have that. And for us to be judged or whatever by the things that people are saying, y'all keep judging, y'all keep living, y'all got marriages. Everybody ain't gonna always be true. Things happen. At the end of the day, do I stand beside my husband? I know, y'all think I don't know. I know everything.
So was that a Freudian slip? It sounds like that's exactly what she meant.
Yeah, but she could clean it up by the way she said it.
So it's like it could have been a slip because she was talking so fast.
It could have been either way. Now that I'm seeing this and that, it's all in the perception.
That's tricky.
It's tricky. It's all in the perception. Open meaning open, multiple partners, or open being communication. The way it was said, you could perceive it however you perceive it. So that's why she could come up and clear it up that way, because the way she said it, that was easy cleanup. That was an easy cleanup.
I'm with Cynthia. She said what she said.
She said what she said.
What she said.
She meant what she said.
Exactly. I'm with
But
Cynthia.
what I'm saying is, the way she said it, that's why she came back and did that cleanup. She found that little loop there where she could clean up. We know what she was saying.
Yeah, and we know what she meant.
And we know what she meant. I'm just saying, when I'm seeing that and then seeing the cleanup version, that's why she was able to do it, just the way she said it. You interpreted it. That's it. You interpreted, I meant open as in open. No, I was talking about communication. So then,
So that was good PR.
That was good PR. That's all that was. Good PR, Anita. Good PR. Because we know what she meant.
Well, this is what I felt when she said that.
Hell no.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Right.
But that PR. She had a good PR person. It's like,
exactly.
No, I think
Exactly.
clean
Yeah.
that up a little bit.
She needs to be quiet.
She needs to be quiet. Sometimes you just need to be quiet.
I think she meant open marriage based on the context of the mistress. Exactly. Because 3 mistresses came out. 3 mistresses came out, and they were very detailed about things he said about her, how she knew about the kickbacks and all of this. But yeah.
Because it was open.
Right. He opened the legs. Latasha she is the biggest gaslighter. Aggravates me. She better give her sister her money back. I know that's going to be talked at their family barbecue. Exactly. I like the way cousin be like, this is me. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a conversation at the barbecue. It's going to be whispers and giggles. And so people felt that this thievery, I don't even know if that's the word, is going to affect her album sales. I'm going to actually give it another week and look and see if people still was vibing, because they said that the gospel community is very forgiving. The YouTube channel I watch is Make It Make Sense. He did a deep dive in the whole thing. If you want to really get into it, that's why I'm obsessed, because I keep watching the channel. But
Make It Make Sense.
Yeah, so he really sometimes it was better for her to say nothing, and I think that's why her sister Tamika kind of aired her out, because she kept pushing and probing, and Tamika is known for lying on Candy. So Tamika, Latasha's sister, when Latasha and Candy never got along, basically. And so Tamika went on a radio station years ago and was like, the reason why the group broke up because Candy slept with everybody. He slept with Jermaine Dupri, Daddy, and And so she backtracked later and apologized to Candy and said that she was sorry. So Latasha was using that as a way to say, hey, she's a liar, don't believe her. So Tamika, knowing that, she just aired all receipts. All receipts. And all of this is happening like online. So it's entertainment to us. But
that's real life to them.
That's real life to them. Real life to them.
That's real life.
All right, we're going to get into the featured topic. Y'all still there with us? Yes. Fluent Radio. We got 10 more minutes with you. So let's play this commercial, and then we'll get right into the topic of the night.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. People often think anxiety looks
one way, but it has many faces and many emotions that sometimes can be overwhelming and daunting. I know about this feeling all too well because at a point I felt powerless to my emotions, almost to the point of drowning in them. So I decided to seek out a therapist to later learn that I have generalized anxiety disorder. If you have been experiencing the same feeling, please know that BetterHelp is here to help. BetterHelp offers licensed therapists who are trained to listen and help you. You have the option of talking with a therapist in a private, online environment at your convenience. There is a broad range of expertise in BetterHelp's 20,000 plus therapist network that gives you access to help that may not be available in under 48 hours. All you have to do is fill out a questionnaire to help assess your specific needs, and then you get matched with a therapist in under 48 hours. Then you will schedule secure video and phone sessions. Plus, you get to exchange unlimited messages, and everything you share is completely confidential. Thanks to therapy, I learned the tools that I needed to conquer my anxiety and over-obsessive thinking. I did it afraid, and I took that leap to talk with someone, to later learn that it was going to be okay and that I was going to be okay. Please know that you can request a new therapist at no additional charge anytime. Join the 3 million plus people who have taken charge of their mental health with an experienced BetterHelp therapist. And better yet, get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/BYOK. That's betterhelp.com/BYOK, because you deserve it. Yes, I'm a stickler of therapy. How about you, Mom?
I am a stickler of therapy. Therapy is very therapeutic.
So if you want to try it out or just get things off your chest,
yes.
use go to www.betterhelp.com/BYOK and you get some money off on your first month.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Okay. All right. We got a comment here that was hilarious. She putting out gospel music like R. Kelly writing a children's book.
Oh, wow. That is an interesting comment.
Yes, it's so contradicting. All right, so let's get into the feature topic. Hey, lovelies, now it's time for the topic of the night. Okay. All right, so our topic is taking a leap.
Oh, wow.
Okay, before we get into it and I get out my soapbox, what is taking, what does that mean to you?
Taking a leap is taking a chance on the unseen, the unforeseen, like having this goal or having where you in a mindset where you want to go, but then you've been afraid to just go do it. That's taking a leap because you don't know. You just don't know. You have to go off of faith in God. You have to go off of it's going to work out right. It's going to be all right. And it's very uncomfortable because taking a leap is it's change. And it can be life changing. So it's scary, but you got to take that leap, you guys, to get to the next level. If you don't take a leap, you'll never know. If you don't leap, you'll never know.
That's true.
You'll
and
never know.
I feel like my whole life, not my whole life, I'm being dramatic, but my whole last couple of weeks have been me taking that leap. Mm-hmm. First applying somewhere that wasn't in the same state as mine with no plan. Mm-hmm. And then getting the job, oh crap, I'm hired, and then realizing oh God, I gotta come here, and readjusting my whole life around this, and I'm just highly uncomfortable. And I even said to myself, this is why I don't take leaves, because it's uncomfortable, but at the end of the road, it's going to be something so, I don't know.
It's going to be
profitable.
So rewarding.
So yes, rewarding. That's the word.
It's going to be rewarding. Because you take leaps. Now, everybody, you can define taking leaps in a lot of things. You could leaving a toxic relationship is taking a leap. Because now you're going to be by yourself. You got to start all over. That's taking a leap. Mm-hmm. Changing careers or changing the location of your job or your career. That's taking a leap because now you're doing something new and foreign to you. It's new because you used to be, because you're comfortable over here. I'm just so cozy and comfortable. Taking that leap. Now you're uncomfortable because you're in a space that you've never been in before. It's very uncomfortable. Leaping is uncomfortable, but leaping is necessary. to get to that next level, man, guys.
Exactly.
Gotta leap.
And Miosha says, sight beyond what I can see.
Yes.
Yes, because
eyes.
if you're stuck to these physical eyes, you go to. I feel like fear is like you like pulsing through.
You're gonna use that as an excuse.
Yeah.
I didn't do that because you didn't do it and it didn't happen because you didn't leap.
Exactly. How about just a small girl? I'm with you, girl. She said, how about just a small hop? These leaps have been interesting.
No,
these leaps are crazy. I ain't been alive.
Hops are a long way home. When you leap, it may seem like, but it's like,
you gotta leap.
You gotta leap.
But that's exactly how I feel, which is why
I
I don't talk about anything that I'm not going through. And I don't know if I'd be clear about that. I feel like I should start being more clear about why things be certain ways, because I purpose in the end of 2022, like, okay, I'm going to do some things. I'm going to do some things different. So that's what this whole month and whole year really for me is, doing things different, even down to how I react to certain things.
Exactly.
And how, like, that's how much I want to do things different. There's a whole world out there, and it is kind of, I'm be in my little box and be all cozy in it. But how much life and opportunity am I missing?
It's limited when you're in that box.
Yes,
when you
exactly.
Leap, it's unlimited. When you leap, it's unlimited. Because I'm like her. I'm like in 22, then in 23, this ain't gonna be my life. But then I had to start taking leaps. Sometimes leaps is letting go of things, people, places, and things. That's taking a leap because, certain people, places, and things are your comfort zone. And when you realize that it's toxic or it's not going anywhere, you have to take that leap, which is the decision to let it go. That's a leap.
Man.
That's a leap. See, everybody looks at you gotta, leaps come in different categories. You know what I'm saying? It's not always just career, or it's not always just, it's sometimes you have to make leap decisions that are going to be profitable and protect your sanity and your stress level. You have to take that leap to just let it go. And that's it. But it all comes down to the unknown once you leap. But again, you gotta leap.
And you gotta let some things go.
You gotta let it go to get something else.
Right. Sis, I'm actually coming back to Chicago. I was living in Lafayette, Indiana for what, 6 years? 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm actually coming back. Yeah.
Oh, that was just my mama reaction. Excuse me. Too excited.
I got bad knees. I keep falling hard.
Now that's another thing.
You're like, look.
Don't leave in that. You don't know how you're gonna land. You might land hard. You might land soft. You might. But you gotta leap to you gotta leap.
But in a sense, I feel like God is that trampoline.
He's
like
that
when
trampoline.
you think that it's you have a bottom. That's where the fear comes in at, because if I leap, what if there's no bottom? What if I'm just like plummeting?
Yeah.
And that's not so. That's not so. Yeah, he's your trampoline. Because what made me even realize that is because I don't remember the number, but strength is in the Bible a lot of times.
Yeah.
And so I thought of it as like the iPads, the tollway thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I go through the tollway, but right before it's a zero balance, they take another 20 out of my account.
They replenish.
And I feel like that's how God is. When you're at your minimum, God knows when to replenish, when to reset, when to restore, to give you that energy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You got to believe that your cup is going to run it over. You got to believe all the positive stuff.
Right.
Don't leap now. You see, you can't get in the mind frame. I would leap if I had this amount of money.
If I was a certain weight.
If I would leap if I was 5-6 pounds light or heavy. I would leap if I changed my hairstyle. I would leap. No, you gotta leap just where you are at that present time. You just gotta take the plunge.
Exactly. And before we get into this comment, Fluent Radio, we only have 56 seconds with you. You could have been anywhere on a Wednesday night, but you decided to listen to me and my mommy. Yes. I am just so excited that she joined me today.
I am excited.
If you want to hop on and see the visual version, just go to YouTube and type in BYOK. Platform is 2 words. It's BYOK space platform. And I will see you guys next week.
Yes.
Okay, so back to this comment. It says, I was about to say F that leap if it meant you leaving.
No. Leaps are uncomfortable, you guys. Come on now.
No, Miosha says, screw my leap if it meant I was leaving Chicago.
Oh, I get you. Now that's right. That's a,
no, I'm actually leaping. I'm leaping to Chicago.
Right. She left Chicago. Now she leaped
I'm
back.
coming
Yeah.
home. And you know the thing about the leap.
Okay, go ahead.
The interesting thing about that leap, it was even a leap for me to apply to UIC. Quick story. When I graduated from high school, UIC is where I attended. And I partied a lot, and I was on academic probation, and then I eventually got kicked out. Fast forward, I moved to Champaign. I know you all know Asha. That's where she was going, U of I. And we went and we talked to a counselor or whatever. And the counselor told me I should just give up college. Like, it wasn't for me. I should just give it up. So I literally cried in Asha's lap, like tears. And she was like, it doesn't matter what they say. God has the last say. So fast forward, I took some classes at Parkland. Then I ended up, my other friend had told me to try for DePaul. I'm like, if U of I won't take me, DePaul's not taking me or whatever. So I talked to a counselor there, and I was like, look, I partied all the time. I'm like, but then I went to, to Parkland and Urbana, and I got myself straight. I'm serious. I promise you I won't let you down. Yo, my GPA was like a 1 point something at UIC. This is what they were going off of. And like a couple of weeks later, I got an acceptance letter.
Yeah, I remember.
From DePaul on the 3.8 GPA. The lady apparently replaced my grades with the community college grades, and it got me into DePaul. I went to I was so excited. I wanted to buy this lady flowers or whatever. They couldn't find her in the directory.
Angel.
That's when I believed sincerely in angels. Now, fast forward, UIC, when I saw it, I'm like, these people, they didn't want me then, they don't want me now. But it was like an open, job. So I'm like, whatever. So I left UIC defeated. That was the first time I really, really failed at something. My confidence, everything, depleted, devastated. And I walked back there 20 years later, not only with an undergrad, but a master's, and they wanted me to work for them. So I went from paying them tuition for them paying me. And that is what I talk about, taking a leap. Sometimes you have to leap past your past.
Yes.
Because I could have let that defeat me forever.
Yes.
Like UIC don't want me then, don't want me now. I'm not filling out for that yet. It catapulted me into further into my career. And that was an uncomfortable thing. Even when I first walked on the campus, those emotions came, but then it hit me like, you're not that same girl 20 years ago. And it felt full circle for me. But my mom was like, it's not full circle. This is a whole new chapter. I said all that to say is take the leap.
Take the leap. Take the leap. I have so many leaps. I can't tell you about my leap right now. I'm just okay.
Yeah, and like I said, it's a big adjustment. It's all of that, but I just feel like I said, you're not gonna fall all the way to the bottom. Nope. God got you. There's a cushion. There's a cushion right there.
There's a cushion.
Yes, exactly.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, Mom.
That's my baby.
Hey, ladies, glad to have hopped on to see y'all at it again. Okay, hey. You cannot be brave without fear. Right. You had to leap to fly. And so I could have, sometimes you paralyzed with fear from the past of failing again.
Yes.
And so we talked about that imposter syndrome at the beginning of the show. So I could have easily said, I'm going to fail at this again. Right. No, I'm going to rock this.
You got to believe you're going to rock it this time. You might have failed then, but you're going to rock it now.
Right. You're right. Don't burn your bridges.
Please
don't burn your bridges.
Yes,
that is so important.
People be burning them bridges. They don't know you can't get back across if that bridge.
Now that's taking a leap. That take a leap is a whole nother subject. Is you get so beyond yourself where you don't need certain people anymore, and then you just leap over them.
You ain't leaping. You just jumping over them.
Right, jumping over. You're leaping over them.
Right.
And then you think later on in life, you're like, oh man, I might have still needed that person. I might have still needed that help. Be careful how you treat people.
Oh,
What is it? Be careful how you entertain a stranger,
because it could be an angel unawares. That's the book.
Yeah,
the good book. The Bible.
Exactly. Fear can be a great motive. It can be a great motivator. It is, that's the thing of turning a negative into a positive.
Yes.
Like, I'm going to prove fear wrong. I'm going to prove my defeated thoughts wrong. No, I got this. Yes. I'm going to do this. I'm going to achieve this. And that's kind of where I'm at in life right now. Because don't think it didn't play in my mind. Mm-hmm. Oh, you're going to fail again. And no, I'm not that same girl 20 years ago. And that's when you prove yourself wrong.
You do. Yeah. You are your competitor.
You are your competitor.
You're your own competitor.
Exactly. I be on my Usher stuff sometimes. Like, she like, let the bridge burn. There are some bridges that are worth burning.
Oh, yeah, let's take that back. You are right on that Usher. Yeah, some bridges need to burn. The whole, it needs to burn. Yeah. You're right. But we talk about the ones that can help you, not them other bridges. Because you don't even want to go back across that bridge.
Exactly. Do you want to go real quickly on the things, or you want to just keep talking?
It's up to you.
Okay. They know it's always lecture with me. But right quick, Ma. We're not gonna read all this. I'm just gonna read.
Thank you, Jesus.
I'm not. So basically, this article is on thehappinessplanner.com. If you want the link, I'll put it in the comments because my mom is not finna go through all of that.
I just see all these words.
They used to my lecture. I think they happy to hear somebody else talk. So 7 things that will likely happen when you take a leap of faith in yourself. Number 1, you will discover who you truly are. That's a good one. You will learn to make yourself feel whole.
Yes, that's a good one.
Ain't nothing like accomplishing something on your own. It ain't nothing like that.
And you know God did it. When you just know. Yeah.
Exactly. You will always feel excited and anew.
Yes.
That's where I'm at right now and tired. You will have no fear. Why? Here's the thing about fear. It's invisible. Once you do said thing, everything, all the possibilities that you thought was going to happen is dissipated because you've done it.
Right.
So that's why it gets rid of fear, because you've done it. You can't fear something you've done because you already know the outcome.
Right.
Fear comes from when you don't know the outcome or you're using the evidence from the past.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like once you do it and you prove it wrong, then it's no room for fear.
There's no room for fear.
Right. Some bridges need to burn. They still on these bridges.
Giuseppe, now I'm with you and the Facebook user. You know, we stand corrected. We stand. Okay, I can't see.
No, it don't have a name.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
We stand corrected on the burning bridges. We stand corrected.
I know y'all are on these burning bridges. I always feel like you shouldn't burn bridges, in my opinion, but there are some that should be obliterated.
I have burned some bridges, and I'm so.
I regretted some people that I know I can't return to. No. That's not your story.
That's not my story. Burn, baby, burn.
Oh my God. Number 5, you will be more intuitive. It says because no matter what decision you end up making, the ones your heart wanted that you didn't end up following are the ones that you will regret the most in life. I was going to read that sentence. That's a really good one. You will feel a complete sense of freedom.
Yes.
Because here's the thing. I think we talked about this last time. Most people don't take a leap because they're afraid of what other people may say about that leap.
We said that earlier.
Yeah, if it doesn't make sense to them, or they're like, that's not going to work. What do you mean you want to do that? What do you mean you want to do that? And sometimes we don't take the leap in fear of how we'll be perceived.
Right.
But there's a freedom in saying, screw your opinion, because that's all it is. And I'm just going to move forward. It's a freedom in that.
Yeah. Just keep watching. Just keep watching my leap. Yeah.
Exactly. We change every time we grow. I like meeting a new version of myself. It actually does.
Yes.
It does. It's like sometimes I shock myself.
I shock myself all the time.
I'll be like, okay. Sometimes I will relook at these videos. I ain't gonna lie and be like, I be ministering to myself like, oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that is what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, that's what I'm supposed to be doing. I remind myself, but you be in awe of yourself of how far you can go, how far you can press, how smart you are, how creative you are, how wonderful you are, how talented you are, but you don't know it until you stretch.
There are outcomes in that leap.
It is, and it's not a rubber band that breaks.
Right. Exactly.
It doesn't, because I think even if we pass away, will we ever really know the depth of all of our greatness? Could we ever even, because that's how great we are.
Yeah. God made us. He wonderfully made us.
Yes.
Uniquely made us all. So I don't know if we ever really get to that plateau of knowing our greatness. I don't know, because I have never died and I'm not trying.
Right.
So I'm just gonna flow in my leap now.
But here's the thing: while we're living, let's see how fantastic we really are.
Right.
There's a lesson in every ship, but some ships need to sink. But I digress. She don't went from a bridge to a ship.
Just Cynthia.
She's like, I'm over it. I'm burning the bridge. I'm selling the ship.
I'm shooting the plane down. All of that.
But that is also a leap.
That's a leap. That's what we say.
I'm getting unfamiliar with the familiar, because sometimes we keep people in our life because they are familiar.
And they're comfortable.
You will achieve great things.
That's the part I'm getting to. I'm trying to get to my leap. That's it.
Yes. So we're always talking about what'll happen or what stops us from taking that leap. But I thought I wanted to talk about the great things that happen when you take that leap.
Yes.
That is your first catapult to your journey.
Yeah.
To your self-discovery journey. Like, life is not all about work. Play a little. Discover a little,
Changing your mindset is a leap.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have to just change our mindset, because if we think and do the same things we're going to have the same results and go in that same circle over and over again. So you got to leap out of your mindset.
Exactly. I believe everything happens for a reason. There are no failures, really, because you learn something needed to get you where you are meant to be. I love that.
Yes.
And that is my life right now.
Yes.
Everything I went through the last 20 years brought me to where I am now. And so do I really regret it?
Don't live your life with regrets. I don't live my life with regrets.
I appreciate that I'm not who I was 20 years ago. And now I have the evidence of it right now in my life, because it's literally back where I started. Yeah. And that is insanity. Hashtag same thing. What, believing that your failures? Wait, what's insanity?
What's insanity?
Doing the same thing, sticking to the same person and thing.
That's insanity.
Expecting different results.
Yeah, you got to do something. If you keep doing the same thing, you're going to get the same result.
And bumping your head. And you're wasting time.
You're just doing this. You're going through life doing this.
Yeah, you're wasting a ton of time. Appreciate the lesson. Exactly. Yes. Appreciate the lesson.
Taking a lot of Advil. Bumping your head.
Y'all talking about the knees. Y'all talking about
Advil only lasts for 12 hours. OD on Advil, bumping your head.
Right.
Okay, I'm back.
Well, I think this is a good end here for the topic.
Yes.
I would just like to sincerely thank you for being on this platform. I am just so amazed by the woman you are, and you're constantly evolving. Like, you didn't stop learning. You didn't stop absorbing. You're constantly, discovering new things. You're always taking a leap.
I'm always taking leaps.
But I love that, because you don't know, your kids are watching you take leaps, which makes us take leaps too. Like, well, if mama took the leap, so you never know who's watching you when you're doing those things. So thank you so much.
Thank you for inviting me.
Trauma dog. I've had enough.
Yeah. Got changed to drug. Advil not strong enough.
Right. Thank you, Mama.
Thank you, Mama.
Thank you. And so thank you so much for being on here. This is the anniversary. This is actually the first episode on my 5th season, which makes 5 years, all right? And so I'm super excited. And once again, she was my first interview. And you can always check that out on www.beyondkind.com. You tell them about CBS 3.
Okay. CBS3 Designs.
Yes.
She helps me with it. I have an Etsy shop. We get ready to update it this week.
Yes.
Next week. And it's custom 11 by 17, all subjects, collages. Yes. There it is. Go there. Look for the new stuff. That was my plug. Okay.
She does make custom designs, and
Yes.
she does have some really beautiful stuff coming up. So make sure
Yes.
that you catch CBS Designs. We'll also be vending together at some events this summer. So
Yes,
you can
catch us.
check us there. Check us out there. Yes. Thank you, cousin. All right, you ready to head out?
I'm ready to head out.
Okay, well, thank you so much for being on the
Thank you,
ride.
baby.
And thank
Yes.
you all for spending your Wednesday evening with me. You could have been anywhere, but you decided to hang out with me and my mom.
Yes.
My bestie. Her broke best friend. Your anniversary in my Tony Tone voice. I love that. It's your anniversary. Uh-huh.
Okay.
You better start stepping the dance.
Yeah, you're inside. Yeah,
All right, everyone. Hopefully I'll see you next week. Miss Michi will be joining me next week. She is my partner, so she'll be on the show next week. It's anniversary. Why don't we just keep doing it, right? Right. So until next time, don't forget to be kind to yourself and just be.
Just be.
Just be. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.